Welcome back. Welcome back to Kenton and Habiba. Merry Vlogmas. This is going to be a chill Vlogmas. Just a few random moments in our life as we get ready for Christmas. Since the last time we saw each other and I told you I really wasn't happy with the Christmas tree, we've added a few more lights, we've added more ornaments, added a tree skirt, and added some faux snow under the tree. And now Kareem is helping me to put the train track around the Christmas tree. And I just love all of these little, touches. It's all about the layering, and it's never done in one day. It's a process, right? But that's what makes Christmas fun. While Kareem is getting the FAO Schwartz train set together, I'm trying to declutter. When you have a house full of a lot of people, you're going to have shoes everywhere, random pieces of furniture, magazines, so I'm just trying to straighten up. Hello, Christmas is coming. We can't have the house looking meh. Yay, the train is going. I love it. Every year, I love it. And what do you think of the tree with the tinsel? Doesn't look as I wanted it to, but we're getting there. We all love the look of tons of presents underneath a tree, but I also like the look of mini houses around the snow so that when the train goes by, you see like little homes. What do you think? This is what it looks like with all the lights off, just the Christmas tree on and the television. I love when it feels so cozy like this, and I love looking straight ahead into that mirror and looking at the reflection of the tree. It just feels like this magical portal. And I just love these peaceful moments to myself. Everyone's asleep, the house is quiet. I probably should be asleep too. But I had just finished sweeping and mopping and I just feel revved up. So I need to watch something to kind of bring me down a little bit. It's funny, but in the house, everyone says I'm the loud one, but they don't realize even the loud one needs some quiet moments sometimes. This was day before yesterday. I was doing my natural hair for a hair tutorial that should be coming up in the next day or two. So yeah, look out for that. I will be wearing a new hairstyle. But of course, we have to prep the natural hair first. And yeah, just a reminder to take care of your natural hair no matter what style you're wearing, right? Take care of it, especially during the wintertime. Type 4 hair in particular can get very brittle and dry. Anyway, you're not going to see these braids. These are going to be under my protective style. So look out for that. Tell me you're a maximalist without telling me. We're in the dining area, and this is a sideboard I have with a mirror above it. And I have a nativity set in front of this antique clock with some antique candelabras and other stuff. And I also have these tiered plates, which I will be setting up some cookies and chocolates and, Christmas things. But on this side, it's actually quite simple. Nothing going on here. And outside, it's cold and dreary. So I think we should go say hello to the little mice. Shall we? Come say hi to my little mice. We haven't seen them in a minute. Let's turn on the lights, okay? And of course, they have a hanging light fixture. It's hanging by a magnet that I've attached to a box. And it turns on. It's battery operated. So let's put that on. And don't you think they need a Christmas tree? I was just looking at them thinking their space needs a little Christmas tree to get them in the Christmas spirit as well. Okay, so upstairs, Miriam's sitting up there by herself, which is typical. She loves to read. She loves her own little space. But I'm going to bring her downstairs so she can, have something to eat and talk to her brothers. All right, come on down, sit down, okay? Now she's telling me that she has snacks up there. I know. She doesn't want to drink out of that giant teacup that you see on the table. But that's the teacup that came with this mice set, actually, or mice set. I love these little mice. They're so nostalgic. Anyway, let's go back upstairs, get her dessert on a little plate that she has, bring it down to her because she didn't want to eat it up there, but she'll eat it down here. So give her the little dessert, her little pastry, and let's get her little teacup, which is to scale, a little bit better scale. See that? So cute. I love taking a moment sometimes to just look at these little toys. I don't care how old you are, when you hold little cutesy things, it just brings your blood pressure, brings your blood pressure down. You're looking at King Mouse Khalid. That's supposed to represent my son, number 1. You see him there? And then in the back is Kareem, because he is the head chef. Okay, this is the chef of the house. And in reality, Kareem does most of the cooking in our house. So it's quite fitting. Isn't he cute with his little chef hat and his ears and his jacket? All right, he wants to go back in the corner. But anyway, I think they need a Christmas tree in this space. Thank you for stopping by. Just a reminder to do the things that bring you joy and encourage peace in your life, okay? I hope it's not too chaotic and too stressful this Christmas season. Now, this is totally random, but I just learned how to clean crystal glass, or, if you have lead glass or crystal and you want it to sparkle and it's looking dusty and dull, make sure you wash it with soap and water, and then you can rinse them out and wipe them off with rubbing alcohol. Did you know that? Kenton just showed me yesterday. Like, he literally will pour rubbing alcohol in the bottles, swish it, and then pour it out. And I was like, isn't that poisonous? But he tells me that's what they do in the hotel business. And then you let them air dry because, alcohol will evaporate anyway. So yeah, that's how they're looking nice and shiny and bright. Kenton was just showing me how he cleans these crystal bottles. So if you have lead glass and you want them to be shiny and new, like these, we have quite a bit. I should have had them all together for you to see. This one's regular glass. But yeah, he was just telling me how after you wash it with soap and water, right, you rinse it off with alcohol?
You rinse the inside with a little bit of alcohol.
Right, so rubbing alcohol. And I was isn't that poison?
No, it evaporates. So what it does is that it removes all the water spots. And so that way it makes it crystal clear inside.
Yeah.
So you just rinse it out and then you just let it air dry and it evaporates. Right. So what it does, it takes any residue of water. I've told you before, Kenton and I are not alcohol drinkers, not really at all, but Kenton loves collecting these crystal decanters, and there's so many different things you can do with them. I said I was going to add different, non-alcoholic beverages to them. I think that would be beautiful and super bougie. But some of you also said that you use it for mouthwash in your nice bathroom, or even olive oil in the kitchen. So there's so many great ideas besides alcohol that you can do with them, and they're so pretty. I just wanted to show you this cute little white flower on this lemon plant. So this is obviously an outdoor plant, and sometimes even in the winter, that flower will now turn into a lemon. A lemon. Yes, even in the wintertime sometimes, because they're inside and it's warmer. As you know, they won't survive outside, especially if they're a tropical plant. It won't survive in a place like North Carolina where it gets pretty cold. And sometimes we actually do have snow. But we haven't had real snow in the last 2 years, at least not in the Triangle area. And the Triangle area is like Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Wake Forest. Anyway, my goal during the wintertime is just to keep these plants alive, just to keep them alive until the spring. So I love collecting
orchids and money trees and just all kinds of plants, bonsai. I love feeling surrounded by plants or having plants in every little nook and cranny. Just makes the house feel alive. So even when there's no one in the house and it's just me, I just feel like I have friends around me. And that kind of sounds kooky as I'm saying it now. But honestly, I do. I love having plants around me. I've always loved plants even when I was a child. There was just something magical about them. This is a peace lily, by the way. They're very popular or common house plants. And of course, they would not do well outside in the cold. So by the way, someone left a comment asking why I didn't bring in our magnolia tree, which is outside. And you have to know which plants will do well outside in the cold. For example, this fig tree here looks dead, but it's not. All the leaves have fallen, but it's actually just hibernating. And in the spring, all the leaves and flowers and fruit will come back. So here is the magnolia tree in question. And you will notice that it's a young tree and it's in a pot. And it's got very thick, waxy leaves. These plants or trees are very common in the South. And yes, it's very tough, very hardy, and it will survive the extreme cold. Kind of like holly. You know how holly has thick, waxy leaves? And they last through the winter. So this will be fine. And one day when we have a forever home, I'll plant it in the ground and let it flourish into a giant tree because they grow pretty large. Very big trees when they're in the ground. Anyway, it's fine. I guess you just have to know your plants, and it comes with experience. Over time, you figure out which plants will survive outside in the winter and which won't. So for example, this is hydrangea, and right now it looks dead, but it's not. You can see the little green leaves peeking through. So even when we get ice or when it gets really cold or if we get snow, no matter what, it comes back. Look at it. This is the exact same plant, the exact same pot, and it comes back every spring so beautifully. So before I go, I had to share this beautiful, amazingly beautiful Christmas tree. So creative. You know, I love stuff like this. And even though I love bright, bright colors, I really appreciate the simplicity and just watch. Do you agree that tree is gorgeous? Totally fairy tale. And I had to analyze it here for you, okay? So first of all, the lights. Look at the lights. Look at the quality of the lights. They're sparkling. He's got them in the tree and around the tree, deep in the tree and around. And then the metal, he uses this metal wire around the tree and then adds the lights onto the wire so that it's floating around the tree. You see that? That wire is anchoring those lights around the tree. That's what the magic is. And then he adds this gorgeous star. He's added these glass or acrylic butterflies to the wire so it looks like they're flying around the tree. That added to all the sparkly ornaments, the Cinderella shoes. He's also got all the see-through or clear baubles and all the like chandelier pieces hanging on the tree. So it just adds to the magic. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous, amazing, love it. Now I'm going to end the video with President Biden's last Christmas tree lighting. So watch that and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. This 30-foot red spruce represents the spirit embodied in this year's White House holiday theme. which Jill unveiled earlier this week. The theme is the season of peace and light, of peace and light. The peace we feel as we pause and reflect on our blessing. And the light we see as we gather with loved ones that cherish our time together. Tonight, to help light this beautiful tree, Mickey, will you start the countdown?
All right, y'all, let's count down together, people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.